So the PlayStation Plus Instant Game Collection for April 2017 has been finalised. We already knew the first game from the PlayStation 4 offerings because David Jaffe, who is the guy who's heading up the indie studio, he used to be a AAA developer, now he's an indie developer. He made the God of War games, actually, some of them at least. Drawn to Death. So this is a third-person multiplayer focus.
You've played it a little bit, haven't you?
I have played it. Yeah, the thing with this game, I mean, it was a long time ago as well. You're actually going to see footage of this game on the screen at the moment. And I should point out, this was actually really early footage. This was from one of the alphas, which were quite open. And you'll notice that some of the text isn't displaying properly. It's all placeholder text. And they actually emailed me to say, why is the text not displaying correctly? And it turned out to be because I downloaded it from the American store with my English account and they hadn't made it available to us. So we did some bug testing. So, well, anyway, it's a third-person multiplayer shooter. Arena shooter, I think is how they're describing it. They want it to be old-fashioned. It certainly was old-fashioned when I played it.
Way?
Well, I think that remains to be seen. As I say, I played really, really early code. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt because it's not out yet. I should point out, this was originally going to be free to play, and then they did a sort of about turn in November of last year. And I suspect, because reading the comments now, and David Jaffe himself was responding to a lot of people on the US PlayStation blog, lots of people were saying, it's going to depend on what the price point is. And he was saying, I think you'll definitely love the price point. I suspect this deal was done a long time, around about the time that they decided it wasn't going to be free to play. The difference with it not being free to play is you'll get all of the characters available from the start. They were going to sort of give you a couple and then unlock them as you go.
Which you can't complain about. It's at least
indeed
DLC or add-ons.
If you're going to play it, play it when it first becomes available, because if it's no good, then those servers will dry up quickly. Yeah. Next up on the PlayStation 4 is Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime. This is another indie game, and actually this was very recently part of the Xbox Live Games with Gold. It's a co-op focused indie game, a nice little 2D retro graphics, and the idea is there's two of you or more in a spaceship, and you have to run around operating various facets of the ship. So, for example, one of you can be controlling the direction of the ship, another one can be controlling the shield, another one can be controlling the guns. Yeah, when we covered it last, whenever it was, a couple of months ago, I think it was. I do recall saying at the time, and I'll say it again now, it's pretty good fun in local co-op. In single player, it's a bit of a bust.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And probably not quite as much fun in online multiplayer as it would be if you've got someone sat next to you at the time. Right, Sony have stopped making PlayStation 3s, and I suspect it's because they knew what was coming up for the PlayStation 3 this month.
Hopefully, actually, before we get onto this, hopefully they might stop actually doing PlayStation 3, PlayStation Plus games, and then offer us better quality PS4 and Vita games.
Yeah, I would be careful what you wish for, because knowing Sony, they would stop offering PS3 games and then just carrying on offering up the same old shite on the other two platforms. If there was a couple of PSVR titles instead, I'll take that.
I can see something like along those lines happening, PS3 stopping getting PlayStation Plus games, maybe in a year or so, maybe now it stops.
Maybe less. Yeah. First up, Invizimals, The Lost Kingdom. I should point out, this is the one and only AAA title this month. I remember them including Invizimals, the PlayStation Vita version a while back, and it didn't even work without the cards that you need for the AR camera.
That's stupid.
I've never seen such a shit show in my life. So, the reviews aren't great. It's a virtual pet thing. Who cares? Alien Rage Extended Edition is the other PlayStation 3 title. One of our community, Matthew 0606 1999 XX something. He sorry if I got it wrong. He pointed out, actually, I don't know if this is accurate. He said that it's the worst rated game on Metacritic for PlayStation Plus, and I had a look actually after he said that, and indeed it was got something like 53%.
I mean, and there has been some low-rated games, so it's definitely a contender for that.
I should point out, just to be fair, it's a first-person shooter. The gamer scores are better than the critic scores. It got something like 7 point something for the gamer score, so it will probably be acceptable. But who's got time for acceptable in this day and age?
Having to boot your PS3 up nowadays, it's not like you can play it on PS4.
First up for the PlayStation Vita, and also with cross-buy for PlayStation 4, is 10 Second Ninja. It looks like a mobile game. I suspect it probably plays like one. And in fact, let's get them both in Curses and Chaos. I mean, they're both sort of like ultra simple platformers. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're both cross-compatible with PlayStation 4, but who the hell's going to play these on
nice
PS4?
To see that they're cross-compatible, but it's a shame it's not nicer games.
Yeah, I mean, we got Severed last month, which I believe was a PlayStation Vita exclusive, but it's not a brilliant lineup for the Vita, or for that matter, for the PlayStation 3, or while we're on the subject, for the PlayStation 4 either.
Maybe Sony will just stop doing PlayStation Plus and just offer us actual free mobile games for our phones.
Or maybe Sony will just stop doing anything related to gaming and just go back to making TVs, because they may as well with a lineup like that. What's your pick of the month?
Drawn to death.
By
Just 'cause
default,
it's
really.
new, yeah.
We're giving it the benefit of the doubt. Obviously, I mean, yes, I have played the early version, and no, I wasn't blown away by it, but it may have come on a long way. It may be better once a lot more people are playing. I would have liked a single player component in there, but yeah, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. David Jeff, he did Twisted Metal as well, actually. David Jeff. It's needless to say,
Not a
yet
great
again, Xbox wins the month with Games of Gold.
I remember for last good month. Wasn't this January it's just been? I think it was in January before that when we got First Light. Was the last half decent month, you know?
Gosh, that was a long time ago. Well, it may have even been the January before that, for that matter.
It probably could have been, to be fair.
But when we've got Games with Gold with 4 AAA titles, and 4 actually not bad AAA titles as well, and then we've got this in
It just
PlayStation
feels
Plus.
like, as well, there's not many people holding Sony account for this. There's no massive backlash. There's no other games media saying, hang on a sec.
Oh, the games media.
Well, like, but, I mean, other people who publish it, like, you know, GameSpot, obviously, PlayStation, their own blog answers how bad it is. But I mean, places like GameSpot, IGN, or, you know, yes, we don't rate
Yeah,
them,
because they're really reliable journalists,
but
aren't they?
they should be holding into account, and it just, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
it angers me.
you're assuming that most mainstream games journalists actually justify the journalist part of their job titles, when actually it's mostly left to tiny little channels like us to sit here and bitch about it and hardly anyone. This is so, but hey,
Well, we don't get massive checks in our pocket from Sony, do we?
we don't, no. No, if we suddenly start banging on about how great the Instant Game Collection is, then you'll know we've sold out. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Loads more parallaxlive.com. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons as well, please. And we'll catch you in the next video.